All right. Let's see. Let's make sure everything's working. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to do here. Well, we do this, right? I think we're good. Let's move on. Let's move on. So let's go here, here, return to study plan. Oh. Oh, cool. I needed to learn this stuff actually. All right. Let's check this out. This will be a boring 30 minutes, but let's do it. Three main build tools for Java-based projects: Apache, Ant, Maven, and Gradle. 2000, oldest of the three. Coders rarely use Ant in new projects, but it still occurs in practice. To manage dependencies. Maven was 2000, and now popular choices for Java developers, especially for server-side development. Both old and new use Maven as a build tool. Also, the convention over configuration concept, which means that a developer needs to specify only unconventional aspects of the application. Well, that's nice. And all standard aspects work by default. Gradle is a new tool compared to Ant Maven. 2007, new. It's like 17 years old, and is now standard for Android applications. Also, developers use it for server and desktop development. Gradle aims to combine the power and flexibility of Ant with dependency management and conventions of Maven into a more effective way to build. All the build tools are free and can be used in any operating system. There's another build tool called SBT. Okay. I think it was Ant. Ivy was for dependency management. This goes down. This build tool still used, and this is for Android. Automates the source code, debugging. A build tool is a program that automates the source code debugging. Creates an algorithm from a pseudocode. Builds a I'm like distracted. I like don't even know what I'm reading. Dude, it's so weird that that is possible. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what that is. I'm just not thinking. I don't know. I don't know if it's common, but I'm literally thinking about something else while reading, and it happens like it can happen at the gym too, where I'm like moving through all the patterns and doing everything I normally do, but like I'm completely not there. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Okay. What is a build tool? A build tool is a program that automates the source code debugging, automates creating executable applications from source code, creates an output, builds a program modules library for probably that one. Yeah. The reasons to use a build tool is you would like to run the source code of the. I don't think they talked about that. The project depends on larger number of external libraries. You would like to generate a production-ready application, archive easily. You always need to run automated tests. Not really. You would like to start your application without JVM installed. Okay, I mean, you would build it so you don't have to use the JVM. Maybe it's those three. I don't understand, dude. All. Short and sweet. I feel like it did not mention all of them. Dude, what is going on with this question? I have no idea. The wrong answers are impossible. Oh, they are saying that. Let's see the theory. I want to see this. Where did it mention the tests? Oh my god. Garbage, bro. Absolute garbage. I hate this. I literally hate. Okay? Here, compiling source into bytecode. Okay. Without compilation into bytecode. I don't know what this is talking about. I literally don't know. I, I don't know why they reword it. You know what I mean? It's like this is up to interpretation now. I don't know what it's asking me. You would like to generate a production-ready application, archive easily. Okay. I, okay. I don't know. I don't know. It was so annoying. Extract it again. Man, like in 12 minutes, that's happened twice. Brutal. All files except bytecode files are usually called resources. Okay. A jar file is simply an aggregation of bytecode files. .class, configs. Okay. Resources. It is also recommended that a jar file contains a special file named manifest.mf. Manifest file, right? In a special folder named metainf. Infrastructure. This file should describe the jar file itself. A manifest is a kind of metadata, its version, the author, and so on. So if I want to learn about an executable, I guess, a jar, not an executable, then I would go read the meta mf. Yeah, okay. Usually a jar file has a set of class files grouped by packages. For now, just imagine a package as a directory or some nested directories. In our example, there are two packages, second or third. Okay. Also, to represent a specific package name, dots are used instead of slashes. So third dot another notation would be correct in this case. Finally, there are some rules for naming the packages. For instance, a name can contain letters, sure. As you can see, this is going to be a question, dude. Contain letters and digits, but no hyphens. I guarantee this is going to be a question. It's like using AI to generate those things. As you can see, a jar may have several packages and many .class files and or resources in the packages. The manifest file has a set of headers. Oh my goodness. This is like a lot of information. The name and the value separated by a colon. Okay. Optional header main class that defines a relative path class with the main method to start the application. Oh, so I could change it there. Okay. The value shouldn't have the .class extension appended to the class name. It's important to remember last line of the manifest should end with a new line or a carriage return, or it will not be parsed properly. That is comedic to me. You would think the parser could just handle it. I guess that end with new line or end with empty line is a common pattern in Java. There are two ways to run a jar file depending on whether you want to use main class, header, or manifest file or not. If this header is not present or you want to specify the main class manually, run Java app main class header jar. Oh, okay. So you could do it. Interesting. You could run a single class if you wanted. If the header is present, then run jar. This is going to be a really... Okay, we're not going to get frustrated. We're going to learn what's going on. We're not going to get frustrated. Look at the statements about jar. Select the correct ones. Oh, cool. Yes. No. Yes. You need a JDK. Maybe that was wrong. Yeah, okay. I thought I read that, right? There's a line, I remember it. But to create it, no. It can start. Oh, I thought it was wrong for the wrong reason. Jerry can start a jar file, but to create one, you need the JDK. Okay. Or is it metadata? Or was it metadata? Enter an answer without spaces like the example below. Metadata slash manifest.mf. Something like this. Ah, come on. Meta-inf. Meta-inf. Oops. There we go. Yes. Select all jar files which can be run Java jar app jar. Java jar app.jar. App. C. Okay, so C can't. Oh. Oh, maybe it. What? It shouldn't be here. Ace. Oh. E's not right. Yeah, because of the meta-inf was in the wrong spot. What is jar? A Java archive is nice. Gradle is a modern automation tool that helps build and manage products written in Java, Kotlin, Scala, and other JVM-based languages. It describes project dependencies and determines how to build a project. Gradle uses a well-designed plugin system, which is why it is a highly extensible tool. You can use plugins for automatic versioning, automatic testing, reporting about the build, and so on. One of the best things about Gradle is its Groovy-based domain-specific language that gives developers a specific way uh, to form custom built scripts. The Kotlin developers are especially lucky since Gradle also started to support Kotlin for such scripts. Oh, so you can just write Kotlin, okay. So there are two languages to write the Gradle build scripts, Groovy and Kotlin, and you can choose any of them. Please note that DSL is not domain-specific language, is a computer language specialized to a particular application domain like build automation. This is a contrast to general purpose language, which is broadly applicable across domains. Nowadays, Gradle's de facto standard for building Android applications. However, programmers use it for server-side and desktop development, gradually replacing other build tools with it. There's a full list of features if you want to get more information on them. Set files, build by convention, dependency management, builds, ease of migration, and DSL. So Gradle uses several types of settings files to describe how to build a project. A programmer doesn't need to specify every building step that needs to be done. Instead, Gradle uses default settings and behavior, although every step of the default build process can be customized if necessary. Gradle automatically downloads specified external libraries and solves conflict cases with dependencies. You can declare as many dependencies as you need for a project. Gradle allows programmers to design well, structured, and easily maintained comprehensible builds. It also supports complex cases such as multi-project or partial builds. Ease of migration. Gradle can easily adapt any project structure. I zoned out. So you use plugins. ID, Java. Weird. Oh, was that DSL? Select all the correct statements about Gradle. See, it's like totally AI. Yeah. Identify the item that typically does not belong in a Gradle build script. What? Let's try and get this lesson done. So I'm not sure. So this looks like a function, right? So you'd probably want, but JUnit is a test. This is like a complete guess. So let's try swapping. Oh, this is a version number. Okay, yeah. That's a little silly of me. Select two major applications of Gradle. One more, and then we'll be done. Baby. We're finished here. Okay. Cool. See you later. Oh, I forgot I was doing this. Alright. This topic, you will learn how to create a simple Gradle project and how Gradle manages it. We assume you already have Gradle, otherwise follow the installation instructions. To verify that the installation has been successful, run gradle-v. Let's see. I don't think I have it. No. Let's learn how this works. Alright, Java should be there. Oh, I see. It's two different. Got it. Alright, that seemed to work. What on earth is going on? Bro, what? Dude, get me out of here. What is going on? What? Oh. Init. Alright. I just had the best idea ever. Oh my gosh, that would be so funny. So, okay, I literally just thought of this. Like, what if every time you write init, your terminal says, I. like, like Ollie G. Oh my gosh, that would be so funny. Let's do 4, right? Project name. I almost want to stop doing this and see if I can't build that right now. I have to do this. I don't understand. Dude, the stuff that comes up when I'm Googling this is insane. What? Oh, probably because. All right, hold on. What if I? Okay. Let me do this real quick, and now.
Booyah.
I need to find it, and I don't want to like. Okay. I really want to work on this now. Oh wait. All right, just get rid of this. All right. We'll keep going here, but maybe tomorrow if I can go find the sound bite or get a sound bite, maybe I'll do this tomorrow because I think it'll be really funny. It's funny too. Just think about it like. Oh my gosh, it'd be so funny. Here's a brief info. The build Gradle file is a primary file that's nice. Hmm. I'm just thinking of Ollie G skits now. Oh my gosh. What? Hmm. Hmm. I don't know what's supposed to go there, dude. What? Why does it keep sending me here? Alright. Plugins, ins. Yeah, typo. Dude, someone's kid is watching something and it's on repeat and it's kind of brutal. By kind of brutal, I mean very brutal. How many times can I do that exercise? Well, the same song is still playing. It's been like 20 something minutes. Mm. I don't understand. What is a repository versus dependency? That's what I don't understand. They're package jar files, okay. Are just places where libraries are stored. So okay, let's do this. between the repositories are sources or locations where Gradle can look up and download the libraries and modules your project needs. So it's like it's a source. Okay, it's an API. Common examples include Maven Central, Google's Maven repository. So it's a public API that we tell it to go download stuff from. Fetch dependencies from Maven. Okay, so that's what's annoying here, is that it's using libraries and modules, but like, is that the same as dependencies? I think it is, and here it suggests it is. Our external libraries, frameworks, and modules. Okay, so we download dependencies from repositories. That makes sense. Okay, I get that, but no. To add a local directory with downloaded jars. So you use a repository to download dependencies. This is implementation. Define a repository and then define a dependency. Yeah. What are the possible formats for Gradle repositories? Nice. A minute left, so I probably won't go and do this now. I feel like I learned something though. This looks like a terrible time. Okay. So now I can come here. And I see all this Gradle stuff. Cool. So now I can look at a build Gradle. And the build script, Hyperskill has their own plugin. They get their dependencies from Maven Central, and the only one here is this one. They have a dependency defined in there. And now sub-projects, we apply more. So there's one overall project and then sub-projects. Interesting. And we have different Maven repositories, different implementations. And we have a test implementation. So they have their own tests. Interesting. And then, oh, something we could look up, right? Where's like, I forget what wrapper does. There should be right? There should be, one more that tells it which thing to run, right? Where is that? Let's find it real quick. real quick because I'm hungry. This is a Gradle wrapper. We don't need this. It's a Gradle bat. We also don't need this. This is a build Gradle, and this is settings.gradle. Build script. Sanitize name. I'm not sure where it is. Isn't there supposed to be something in here for that? I'm not sure, but cool. Right on.